Hello again. Welcome back. I took my little break while I was here earlier. Just had a little half hour, not even half hour, I think it was 20 minutes, a little break here between lives so I could have a bite and stretch my legs. Now I'm back and we are ready to go on to doing some more Santa making, you guys. I'm very excited about that. Let's see who's here. We've got Samantha. Hello, hello. Moonrose is back and Margaret's back. And thank you for joining me again. So let's see. So today we're going to work on Santa's facial details. So we've made his little head, the little ball of his head anyway. We got his body. We made his arms. And we've got the wreath, right? So we've got that much done. So now we're going to get his facial details going. So we need to do, he's got little eyebrows, teeny little ears for the sides, and then he has a two-layered beard that we'll make it in two pieces, and then it's all in the stitching it together that kind of gives it that more of a mustache beard sort of look here, if you will. So I just hit send back, Margaret. I replied to you. I was like, I gotta go to my live send, But yes, I did. I had my break. I had a banana and some nuts, just some protein. I've got my hot tea, and I was smart. I think it was Margaret was saying to put the coffees or the teas in these like Yeti type cups so that it actually stays hot. So I have my tea. I've got my water. I've got my crochet hook. You're going to need the color. So we're going to start with is his nose, okay? So you need the color that you're using for the skin tone. So whatever skin color you're using, go with that. I'm using Premier's Just Yarn Worsted. And this is in the color Sandstone. I thought this was a really pretty color for skin tone. So that's what I'm using. And I found, I know I told you guys I do weights in the legs, and I've done fishing weights in the past for him. But this time around, I snuck these from my neighbor's yard, you guys. She had little rocks. These I thought would be perfect. They're like the little decorative ones, but they're a decent weight. So little rocks work too. So you can grab whatever you're going to want to weight him with, or you don't have to, you don't have to weight him. You just stuff him too. That works too. Anyways, that's not a today problem, as they say. That is another day. Today we're just working on his face. So let me switch my camera here. And let me get the pattern. So we just did the head yesterday. So we're starting here on the nose. Hi, Amy. Crochet away, my dear. Crochet away. So, okay. So let's start on the nose together. Okay, we're doing 4 single crochets and a magic ring. And with the nose, you're going to work this piece and then you basically just flatten it. And that's what it's like a flattened triangle sort of shape. So we're going to start with a magic ring. I do the double magic ring, but it's up to you guys. So we'll wrap it in the back. So once, twice, and the third time I grab it with my thumb, going under the first 2 and over the last. And I pull forward my little A shape. All right, slip the finger out. Now I yarn over from the back here and just do my little slip stitch here. So that way we've got the rings. And then we're going to go into that center there and just do 4 single crochets. So there's 2, 3, and 4. And then you'll start to pull the tail, see which one starts to go in. It's this one. So that one gets pulled first. Going rock hunting in landscaping rocks. Exactly right. I was like looking around. I felt bad. I'm like, those look perfect size. They'll fit nicely in his legs. All right, so grab your stitch marker. Now that you've got your magic ring there, place your stitch marker. So the next one, we're doing a single crochet and then an increase, and then we'll repeat that 1 time, okay? So you'll end up with 6 stitches total on this next round. So we'll go single crochet. Sometimes it likes to slip out of my hands. There we go, single crochet. Now we're going to do our increase, so that's 2 and 1, right? And then we'll repeat that again. Hi, Kim. Down the alley, the rocks. Yeah, that's true. I could have just gone and not gotten somebody's nice decorative rocks, but I was like, those are like perfect size. I don't have to go searching. Oh, that's so funny. And then do another single crochet and then another increase. Hi, Kim is back and Shima is back. Hello, hello. My friends are all here. Kim, are you still driving? I hope you've gotten to get back home again. Okay, so I'm placing my stitch marker. We've done 2 rows here, 2 rounds. Right, now we're just single crocheting around for the next one. So nice and easy. End up with 6 at the end. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Come on, there we go. Sorry, let me make sure I'm in view here. I have a habit of moving my hands a lot. So when I'm doing like the tutorials that I edit, I find that I have to do a lot of clipping because I'll be here and then I'll move here and then I'm here and then I'm here. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting whiplash. So I'll try to keep it as centered on my hands as possible. Oh, good. Home doing bravos. Good, good, good. So you're making bravos and I'm making a Santa along with whoever else is here with me making Santas. All right, so we're placing our stitch marker there. And we're on to round 4, which is 2 single crochets and an increase. And doing that 2 times. So there's 1, there's 2 single crochets, and then an increase. Hi, Moonrose. If I didn't already say hi. All right, and then we're going to do that again. So 2 single crochets. There's 1. Get your tail out of the way there. There's 2. Yeah, it seems like it's really working, Kim. It's really getting the kids to behave, and, you know, I guess incentive always works, right? So we just did our increase in that last stitch there. So now we're finished with that round. We can place our stitch marker. Aw, yeah, except the couple that are like pouring their milk out in front of you, hoping that you'll clean it up for them. And then now we're just going to do 1 more single crochet around round. So the nose is pretty small and it's very easy. We're just making that triangular shape and then we're flattening it at the end to make his nose. Yeah, you know, it's like they take their toe, they draw a line, and then they look at you like, are you going to cross it? You know, or whatever. It's just, my kids have done, all kids do that at some point or another. But all right, so we just finished the single crochet around. Take your stitch marker out there. We will slip stitch in the next and finish off. Okay. So you can see the ones where you increased and decreased will be the ones that go kind of to the side. So that gives you that nose shape right there that you want. And then grab your scissors. Let me grab my scissors here. I'm going to cut it. And we just need a tail long enough to stitch this opening closed, and then we'll also be sewing the nose to the head when we're ready to assemble. But for now, we're going to set the nose aside because we're not doing that yet. So set your nose aside. Set your nose aside. That sounds funny. And now we're going to do the ears. I just wanted to double check. Where's my mouse? Here it is. Yeah. Okay, so we're making the ears. We got to make 2, obviously. 2 ears, right? The ears are super easy, you guys. You just make magic ring with 5 in it for the ears. And then you don't connect the ears. You keep them at the end, right? So you don't connect them because if you connect them, you get a full circle. So we want more of that half circle shape. So we're not going to fully connect the ring together, if that makes sense. So we're going to make our magic ring here. under the 2, over the last one, make our A, yarn over from the back, and get your slip stitch there. We'll make 5 into the ring. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then gently start pulling one, grab the one that's going in, and pull that first, and pull the other one. So see how that looks? So normally you're crocheting in the round and you'll start going around, that makes it into a circle. But because we didn't do that, it's a half circle, and that's what's making the ear. So we're leaving that as it is. So pull out your hook, cut away, and leave a little tail. Okay, and then just pull that through. Whoops, there we go. So that is our ear right there, nice and easy. Okay, set that one aside, and let's make another one. So we're just wrapping around, making our magic ring here. Let's see, let me catch up with the chat. Hand up for 5 minutes. What is wrong with you people? All kids have to push the limits, that's right. So we're doing 5 into the magic ring. Oops. 3, 4, and 5. Get your own paper towel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to start pulling that end. I see this one's going in. I'm going to pull that. There we go. Now get my end, pull that one, and that's that on that ear. Isn't it fun when they work up so fast? I love pieces that work up quick. That's the best. All right, so there's our other ear. Set that aside. Okay. So now let me move the pattern over because we need the other side. Ah, why did it do that? Hang on. Hang on, hang on. There it goes. Okay, I have to gently move it over. It gets very testy with me sometimes. I'm going to move my head over here so you guys can see me. All right, so sorry, you guys. This is like total user error right here. I have to go on this side and then scroll up. There we go. Okay, we're working on the eyebrows. That's where we're at. We're making 2 of those. Okay, so what you need is whatever color you're going to use for his hair. If you're going to do a white beard, do the white. If you're going to do a gray beard, do a gray. Whatever you're going to do. But what I've done for my Santas is I actually hold 2 together. These are thinner. Here, hang on. I gotta adjust myself here. All right, so these are a little thinner. So worked together, they don't really add a lot of bulk to it, because they are a little bit thinner. So when you put them together, they're very similar in weight to like an acrylic. Okay, so I've got 2 shades of this. This is kind of like a lighter cream and a little bit of a grayish tone. I just think it looks really pretty when you put the 2 together. So you can kind of see on Santa's beard, can you see how it's 2-toned like that? I just think it looks really cool to have him have that little 2-tonedness. But again, you don't have to do that. You have options, right? Make it whatever color you want. It could be a purple beard, you guys. If you want a purple Santa beard, why not? Okay, let me grab my hook. So for the eyebrows, we're starting with a chain. So give yourself a little tail, wrap around, and make your slip knot on your hook. Okay. And when you work with 2 strands, just making sure you're always catching both strands. I know that sometimes is more difficult. Yes, Samantha, there is a pattern for Santa. So my pattern is available in my Etsy store, which is frizzybeecrochet.etsy.com. And so you can get the pattern that's fully laid out with pictures and everything. I think it's like on sale for $3 or something like that. Or you just follow along here and then you get the pattern this way. You know, screenshot it if you want to, however you want to do it. Anyways, okay, we're chaining 7, you guys. So yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our 7, okay? Now we're going to single crochet into the second chain, and then we'll single crochet into the remaining chain. Let me make sure I don't crochet a hair into it as well. Oh my gosh, you guys deal with that? It's always a hair. It's either cat hair Where's my hair? Something. All right, so we're just single crocheting, starting in the second chain from the hook and then all the way back along the chain here till we get to the end. I swear. Oh my gosh, the hairs. Ugh. They're just like, you don't see them, right? And then all of a sudden you're trying to crochet and then you feel it. You feel the hair more than you see it. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Okay, so now we've reached the end. We've done single crochets all the way across. We're going to do a chain one and turn. Okay, so chained one there. Now we're turning our work. So we're like this. Yeah, all the time, right? There's a little piece of yourself in everything you make. I try my best not to have any hair in anything that I'm making, but you know, there might be. You never know. All right, now we're just single crocheting across again, you guys. Nice and easy. So this is just 6 single crochets across. And that's it. That's his eyebrow. Nice and easy. Today is an easy day. We've had some longer days here. I feel like today is a break from that. So, yeah, if it's not your hair, it's Icy's, your dog's hair, right? Exactly. Some hair is always floating around in the air. Okay, there we go. There's the eyebrow. It's just a rectangle, you guys. Nice and easy. Okay, so pull out that loop, cut away, and pull your 2 strands or 1, depending on what you're using. And that's that. Okay, so there's his little eyebrow. And now we'll do that one more time. All right, so I'm grabbing my 2 strands here. We're going to start with the slip knot on the hook. Like so. Icy's hair is everywhere. I know, right? I have 2 cats, so that's what I have. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so there's a chain of 7. We're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. There we go. Now we'll single crochet back across. So 2, there's 3, there's 4, 5, oops, and 6. Okay. Now we'll chain 1 and turn our work, and we'll go back across, just single crochets across. So it's a total of 6. We're just keeping it the same. Okay, hang on just a second. So give me a minute, Samantha. I will get it for you. Let me just go to my Etsy store, which I have up here, and get the link for you, my dear. All right, let me see. Where's my Santa pattern? Here he is. Okay, get my link back, and let me get back to you guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. And here's the link for the pattern if you guys want to just get the whole pattern itself. And it does have picture tutorials as well. All right, so we're just single crocheting back across the eyebrow, and I'm on the last stitch here, and then we'll pull the yarn out and grab our scissors and cut our tail. Okay, leaving a tail because we need to sew it to the face eventually. But now we've got our 2 eyebrows here. Okay, got our 2 eyebrows. Let's set that aside. All right, let's get to the right spot on the pattern. So next, we're going to do the beard, you guys. Santa's beard. When I'm talking to Merlin, I go, Merlin's beard, because he's my Merlin. He's my wizard cat. All right, so the beard has a lot of rows, but they're not very long, so it does work up fairly quickly. So I'm grabbing my 2 strands again because that's what I'm using for my beard. Okay, and we're starting with a chain 9, so let's again start with a slip knot on our hook here. All right, Thank you, Margaret. Okay. Let's do our chain 9. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm okay. Are you tired? All right. So now we're going to do this working again into the second chain from your hook, and we'll single crochet. We're just single crocheting across, all right? So we started with chain 9. Since you start in the second chain from the hook, then you end up with 8 single crochets across your row here. You had a cat named Merlin and one named Warlock when my son was little. Aw, that's so cute. We got Merlin first. We had gone to the Humane Society looking at this orange girl cat, and she had some, we found out when we got there, she had some potty issues, we'll put it that way. And we just were not at a point where we could handle anything like that. And so we were like, you know, even though she's cute, it's just, we're not the right household, you know. My husband saw Merlin and he looked so different than he does now. He just looked very tiny and kind of scared and stuff, but he came out and was interested in us and stuff, and the rest is history. He's here now and he's just a very comfortable boy. All right, so we're going to chain 1 and we're turning our work now, okay? So we're going to just, again, single crochet across, so you'll end up with the same amount of stitches. That's 8 stitches at the end of this one, you guys. All right, making sure if you're doing 2 strands to get that kind of dual tone, that you're catching both strands, not just one. Yeah. Well, it is getting into the afternoon, right? So it is bound to happen that we all get a little bit tired. I got quite caffeinated this morning though, so I think I'm good for a little bit longer. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I'll make it past 9:30 tonight. All right, so I've just finished that row. Now we'll do another. Every time we hit the end, guys, we're going to chain 1 and turn and then work back. David, how's it going? Santa's going very well. Thank you for asking. We're working on his facial details because his face is very sad. He just has eyes at this point. See, he's like a ball with eyes. So, yes, my Merlin is also a long-haired cat. Although Arthur is bigger. He started out smaller, and then he grew and became bigger than Merlin. So, okay, so we're on row 3. We've chain 1 and turned already. We're decreasing. Now, I normally do invisible decreases, but for when it's a flat piece, I will do a regular decrease because I don't want any bumps, you know, any of the extra back loops showing at all. Okay, so we're doing a regular old decrease here. Okay, so we're going to go into the first one. Okay, yarn over. Now go into the second one. You're going through both the loops on your V here. Pull forward the next, yarn over, and pull through the loops. Okay, there's your decrease. I feel like it split the stitch, but it didn't. It's because there's 2 strands. How exciting. All right, how's your day going, David? Okay, and then we're going to do 5 single crochets here. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we've got 1 more. We're going to increase in the last one. So this is going to slowly start to shape the beard how we want it, okay? So we're increasing in the last, so we're going to put 2 stitches in the one. I know, right? Cat names based on fantasy universes, the King Arthur universe. Yeah, I bet. You guys are in Sweden, so that's much later than it is here. All right, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work, you guys. Okay, so we're on row 4. We're starting with an increase. So starting with 1 increase here, so 2 in the 1, right? How is Shy doing? All right, now we're going to do 5 single crochets on down the line. There's 1, there's 2, 3. Oh my gosh, you guys have a snowstorm? Wow. Have Shy send me a picture. I want to see. We don't have snow yet. We just have rain. We won't get snow for a while here in Washington. Okay, now that we're down to the last 2, then we're going to go ahead and do a decrease again, okay? So we're going in through the first one. That's 2 loops on your hook, going in through the second. Yarn over, pull through. That's 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through all those loops. Okay, there's your decrease. So now, again, chain 1 and turn. Hello, Dazzling Action. Clouds have been named Thor, yes. Oh my gosh. She's working on a video. Yeah. She's doing lots of videos. I love the stuff I see whenever she posts. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead. We did our chain 1 and our turn. So we're starting off. We're going to do 2 decreases this time. So a more sharp decline here. Okay. So again, going into the next stitch here, yarn over, pull a loop forward, going into the next, yarn over. There's 3 loops, yarn over and pull through those. And try not to split it. There it goes. All right, now going in again, we're going to do another decrease. So we're going into the next, yarn over, pull it forward a loop, into the next, pull forward another loop, yarn over, and pull through the whole shebang. I aspire to be as, you know, she just always seems very like on top of it. I feel like I'm all over the place. All right, so we've done 2 decreases. Let's do 2 single crochets. So there's 1 and 2. All right, and we will finish this one off with 2 increases. So this is basically the side, right? That's the side of his beard. So now it's going the sharp decline where the cheek is, and then it's doing the sharp build up for the beard. That's what we're building up right now, just so you can visualize. Okay, now I'm doing another increase in this last one here. Here we go. Then do your chain 1 in your turn, and we're going to work back up. Okay, so we're on to the next one, which is row 6. So we did our chain 1 turn. We're going to start with 1 increase. Okay, so start with 1 increase. There's 2 in the 1. All right. And then we'll do our 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a decrease. Okay, so grab your first loop there. So there's 2 on the hook. Go into the next and get another one. There's 3. Yarn over and pull through all of them. All right, chain 1 and turn, you guys. Okay. And next we're going to do a decrease to start. So starting with a decrease, go into this next one, pull a loop forward, going in again, pulling forward another loop, yarn over and pull through all of them. You just got snow but not 10 inches? Well, that's better than it could be, right? Glass half full thinking here. And we're just going to single crochet across the remainder of this row. When I'm trying to say round, you guys, I say row. When I'm trying to say row, I say round. I just can't seem to get it straight. It's awful. Someday, maybe. Okay. Dee, dee, dee. Just a single crochet across there to the end. And I feel like I split that one. Since I'm working with the 2 strands, I'm trying to make sure I catch them all. Go. Okay. There we are. Chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to start with an increase. Okay. So start with an increase. There's 2 in the 1. Like so. Okay. Thank you, Samantha. I appreciate the love. Thank you very much. All right, so we've done our increase. Now we're going to go ahead and do 4 single crochets and then a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do our decrease here. Should put like a bird's nest in his hair, right? Was that Radagast? No, what was the guy's name? I think it's like, wasn't it Lord of the Rings? There was like that woodland kind of guy, and he had like a bird's nest on his head. Yes, definitely. Okay, chain 1 and turn. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, where are we here? It's like so small. I'm going to look up here because I'm having a hard time seeing that one. Bear with, you guys. Bear with. There we go. Let's just move it up because we've made all of those. All right. I believe we are down to this next one, row 9, I believe, right? 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, we're on row 9, excuse me. So I'm just going to move it like this so my eyes can get to the right line, you guys. My apologies if that's not working for you. All right, so we've chain 1 and turned. We're going to do our decrease to start. All right, so we're pulling up the first loop. We're going to pull up this next one and yarn over, pull through all of those loops. Radagast the Brown, thank you. I knew you would know, David. All right, and then after that, we're going to do 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, nice and easy. And then we'll just do our 2 increases here at the end. All right, so there's 1 in that one, now 2. So 2 in the 1, and then do the same in the last one here. Okay, 1 and 2. There we go. So you can kind of see how this beard is starting to take shape, right? Chain 1 and turn your work. We're going to start with an increase, just 1. So we'll do 2 in the 1. Okay. Here we go. Sorry about that. I was starting to split again. Here we go. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and single crochet along down the rest of it. So there's 7 single crochets that we're doing. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're getting towards the front of the beard now. So we've gotten the part that wraps towards the ear. Now we're getting towards the front. So now we're going to chain 1, turn our work. All right, so we've finished the kind of build up as we have it here. Now we're just building out, okay? So for the next few rows, from rows 11 to 16, we're just single crocheting across the row, chain 1, turn, single crochet across the row, and just keep doing that, okay? So we're just single crocheting now. Nice and easy. So if you're not working on Santa, what are you up to? You have any lovely beverages you're sipping on or anything you're working on, finishing up? David, are you playing any games? You'd be Pippin for Lord of the Rings? Ooh. I would probably be, I'm terrible with names, David. Oh my gosh. What is the name of Liv Tyler's character? See, I know her real name, and I'm blanking on the name of her character. Like elvish. I think I would be one of the elves. Casting off your hat. Good job, Margaret. No coffee. No. I'm on tea right now, although I'm kind of hot because I have this light sort of shining on my hands. Yeah, it's getting late there, huh? Getting late. Yeah, so I'm kind of hot, so I'm thinking I'll just drink my water right now. chain one and turn, then we're just single crocheting back across. Here we go. This is the easy part. Give myself some slack. And keep going. Chain one and turn. And single crochet across. We're just doing the build up here. The chin area, if you will. Someday, David, someday I will visit Sweden and I will tell Shai to take me to all the cool places. Oh, no worries, Moonrose. I hope you have a nice rest and I will catch you in another live, I'm sure. Third coffee refill, nice. Nice. Well, I had my 2 lattes I make at home. And then I had a third coffee from Dutch, and it had, I don't get it with 4 shots because that's too strong for me, so I got it with 3 shots. So I kind of had, does that mean I've had like 5 coffees? I don't know. Do you count each shot as a coffee? I've had a decent amount, probably too much. So everything for now is going to be decaf for a while. You'll probably never sleep tonight. I know, right? Another 2 a.m. Good night clock. See some runestone. Summers here are lovely. Winter's very cold though. Yeah. So summer's the time to come. How hot does it get there in the summertime? Does it ever get like past 100? I think today for Washington, the high was going to be 50 Fahrenheit. So, and it was meant to be rainy. It's not raining at the very second, but it has drizzled on and off today. Nappy time. All right. So when you're counting a flat piece, if you're not familiar, when you're working back and forth, 2 ends up being in these little clusters here. So you can count those by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 17. Oh man, am I doing an extra? I think I'm doing an extra one, you guys. Whoops. I went too far. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Okay. Backing it out. I went too far. I got a little carried away there on his beard. I was just chit-chatting and single crocheting around. Summer's like 77 Fahrenheit. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, so now we're on row 17. We've turned. We're going to do our 7 single crochets and a decrease at the end of that. So 1. Guess I didn't need to back out all of those, but that's okay. So it doesn't ever get super hot in Sweden then, because like 77 is mild in the heat realm, I would say. Okay, down to the last 2. We're going to do our decrease. So we're pulling forward 1 loop, go into the next, and pick up another loop, yarn over, and pull through those loops. There we go. Chain 1 and turn. We're going to do 2. So basically we're doing what we did before, but in reverse, right? Because we just have to build it back the other side for the rest of the beard. So we're going to start with 2 decreases. All right, there's 1. And we're going to go in, pull forward a loop, go into the next, pull forward a loop, yarn over, and pull through the whole shebang. Okay, and then we'll do 3 single crochets. So here's 1, there's 2, and 3, and then we're going to do an increase. Yeah, you've got a lot of blankets going on over there, Samantha. 34 granny squares. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Very cool. All right, so chain 1 and turn your work. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to start with 1 increase. There we go. For Boggy Creek. I think if Sweden ever got over 100, we would be in serious global warming, right? Yes, for sure. All right, so we're starting with the increase. Now we'll do our 4 single crochets down this row, and then we'll end with the decrease. There's 3, 4, and a decrease. Okay, chain 1 and turn. All right. So we're going to start with 6 single crochets, and then we'll do an increase. So no decreases on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do. Thank you. Yes, I should do a hydration check. I'll do a hydration check here. That's what Shy likes to do, right, David? Smart. I should be doing that more. We're going to end here with an increase. Hang on, his skin tone is trying to get me here. Okay, we'll chain 1 and turn our works. Hydration check time. Get my ice water. Okay. And the next one, we are starting with an increase, and then we'll do 5 single crochets and a decrease. So starting with the increase first and building up the side of his beard. There's 2. Okay, now single crochet for 5. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll end this one with a decrease. There's the one. We'll go into the next one, pull forward another loop, and yarn over and pull through all those loops. So we're almost getting done with this part of the beard, you guys. So chain 1 and turn. Mild in the summers in Scotland, Margaret? Like the UK has been having some bad heat waves. Oh no. Okay. So next, we're going to start with 2 decreases. So we'll get this first one here. There's 1. Next one. Here's 2. All right. And then we're going to do 2 single crochets. So here's 1 and 2. And then we'll end with 2 increases. All right, so that one's trying to split on me, but I caught it. There's 1. Wait, hang on a second. Nope, I only did 1 in there. Let me do the second one. There we go. There's the increase. And then in the last one, I'm doing 1 more increase. What is a heat wave in Scotland? Like, what's the temperature? Okay, chain 1 and turn, you guys. Okay. So we just did the 2. There we are. Okay, we're now on the row 23. So we're starting with an increase. So there's 1 increase. All right, then we'll do our 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 1 decrease. All right, so let's get these 2 together here, like so. 90s. Yeah, that's not too bad. In Washington, what, maybe a few years ago now, we actually did have a legit heat wave. I think it got up to 115 degrees or something like that. They were like, don't open your doors, keep the, blinds drawn, try to keep the house cool, bring in the cool in the morning, shut everything, and then try to conserve the cool throughout the rest of the day. That's pretty crazy for this area anyway. All right, so now we did our chain 1 turn. We're gonna decrease to start. Okay, do 5 single crochets. So here's 1. Yeah, that was like weird. 3, 4, and 5. That's kind of how it is in Washington. Like every 8 years, we get these crazy snowstorms. And then on a very rare occasion, you'll get those weird heat waves, but it's not every year. Okay, and this last one we're increasing. Almost done with the beard, the bottom part of the beard, you guys. Okay, chain 1 and turn. And now we're just doing what we did in the beginning. We're ending this beard with 2 single crochet across rows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, chain 1 and turn. And 1 more here to finish off. Come on, there we go. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, Margaret. Where did it get 130? Is that like desert? It's got to be in the desert somewhere. That's craziness. Okay. How's everybody doing? All right. So there we go. We've made the bottom part of his beard. Right? Right, David? All right, so pull the loop out. You need to leave a long tail because we're going to have to, eventually we'll be sewing this whole beard down to his head. So just leave a decent tail here. Excuse me. Okay. And pull the end through your loops like so. Okay, so there's his bottom part of his beard. And now we need to make the mustache part of his beard. So, excuse me, my goodness. I'm going to have to grab some more of that water. Okay, hang on a second. I don't know why it's, let me do this. Okay. Let me move this guy because we're going back to the other side of the page. Of course, I decided for whatever reason on this pattern, I would make it landscape. I didn't do that with most patterns, but for this one I did. Okay. And now let me just scroll down so you can see the mustache, which is what we're going to be working on now. Okay, we're almost done, you guys. This is actually a quicker day today. Tunisia. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, so let me just shift myself here. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with a chain 5. So give yourself a tail. Get your slip knot on your hook. Okay. And we'll start off with doing a chain of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Single crochet in the second chain from your hook. There's 1. All right. Now single crochet into the next chain. And then into the next chain the same. So there's 3 total single crochets. And then we're going to increase in this last one. I think we're doing good so far today, Samantha. How you doing? All right, chain 1 and turn your work. So now starting with the increase, we'll get the 2 and 1 there. There's our increase. Okay, then we'll do 2 single crochets. So here's 1 and 2. And now we're going to decrease. There we go. Just like that. Chain 1 and turn again. And we're starting with a decrease this time. So decrease first. And pull through all those loops. Give myself some more slack here. Do 2 single crochets and then an increase here. Okay, not all Tunisia is desert. For being such a small country, they have a very diverse landscape. Wow, that's cool. All right, and then in this last one, we are going to do an increase. Okay, so 2 in the 1. Here we go, 2 in the 1. And then again, we'll chain 1 and turn our work. And then we'll start with the increase. So 2 in the 1 again. Oh, wow, they even get snow there? So they're all over the place. They get everything. Okay. And then this is going to be the sharpest part of it, right? So we're going to do 2 decreases right now. So we're going to do 2 decreases. So let's get the first one on there. There's the first one. All right, let's get our second decrease going. There we go. Okay. Chain 1 and turn your work. And then for the next few rows, we're just building across the mustache. So we're just single crocheting across. And these rows should all have just 4 stitches in them each, okay? So let's just keep on going back and forth, you guys. Single crochet across, 4 stitches, chain 1 and turn, do the same thing until you've reached row 9. That's where we'll start getting the other half of his mustache, his mustachio going. Oh my goodness. Okay, David, thanks for coming in and hanging out for a bit, though. I hope you have a good rest. And we will check in with you next time you pop in. Okay, so we're just going across here. Chain 1 and turn. Tell Cheddar I said hi. He's so cute. That's their orange cat. He's adorable. He's like the mascot of Shy's channel. He's always coming into her lap when she's trying to knit or crochet. Okay, chain 1 and turn, and just single crochets as we go. Yes, Juan seems like a nice guy. He drinks a lot of coffee too. So I get that. All right, chain 1 and turn. Okay. Going back across again. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick count so I don't do what I did last time and just keep going, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. See, I would have kept going, you guys. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9, yeah. Okay, so I've built up as many as I need. Now I'm just getting the other side. All right, so chain 1 and turn again. And then now we will start our other side, which is to decrease 1 and do 2 increases, okay? So decrease the first 2 stitches together and then increase in the next 2 stitches. You had a cat with extra toes, Margaret, and you named him Mitts. That's amazing. I love that. I'm looking for the man with the 6 fingers on his right hand. Chain 1 and turn. All right. And now we will do increase to start. So start off with the increase. Okay, now keep going, do our single crochets. So we'll do 2 single crochets and then a decrease on this one. That just gave him character, right, Margaret? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I did my double. Okay, there we go. Did I do that? Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Ah. It's trying to jump off my hook, you guys. Okay, chain 1 and turn your work. Then start with a decrease. There we go. All right. Do 2 single crochets and an increase. So you're basically kind of just going back and forth at this point. You're not, losing any stitches. You're just shaping the stitches that you have going, basically. All right, now chain 1 and turn your work again. Okay, and then this is going to be our last one, you guys. So increase here. Really good at holding on to stuff, I bet. used his feet like hands. It's like prehensile toes. Like a monkey. All right, now we're doing 2 single crochets. And we're going to go ahead and do our decrease here. Like so. Okay, so see, now it's even. So just to kind of give a visual, we're really not assembling him yet. But, hang on, let me just fasten this off. So just pulling out that loop and then giving myself a tail to eventually sew this down. All right, now I'll pull those through the loop. Okay, so just to give a little visual here, so we'll have his little nose coming here, and then he has his mustache. So the nose will go a little bit above the mustache like that. And the beard, I know there's a lot of ends, you guys. The beard will go just under, right? Kind of cupping around the face. It's kind of hard to hold it on, but kind of gives you a little bit of an idea. He's like, looks like he's melting because I can't hold it all together, but you kind of get the picture, right? So there's your little nose mustachio and beard. There, I got it, you guys. Look, he's starting to take shape, right? Here's his little body coming in, like so. We're starting to get it. We'll assemble later. We're not going to assemble today, you guys, but you're kind of getting an idea of how he's going to look here at the end as we move through the days, right? But since we've been doing a lot lately, today is just going to be a little bit of a shorter day because, you know, we all need breaks and such, and it's just almost about an hour. So I'm just going to hang out and say, you know, chit chat for a few minutes. We're not going to start any new pieces today. I'm melting, you wicked girl. I know, right? That's so funny. Here, let me do, I'll change my view here so you guys can just see me right here in the middle. But yeah, how's your guys' Santas coming along if you're making them? Steve, are you there making your beard, your Santa beard? So yeah, this is turning out to be really fun. He's falling apart. Help me, no. I know, right? Maybe what I should do this afternoon actually is I should focus on trying to make that birdhouse. I really think that will look cute, you guys, for his staff, because my dad brought this one over. So it doesn't have the branches like I would normally need for the turtle doves, and it already has some real moss on there. But I was just thinking, like, sitting a birdhouse on here, right, would look super cool with a little, and then I could put like a little post that we can then crochet the turtle dove onto. So this would be like perfect size staff, I think, for this one. And since he's supposed to be more woodlandy, I think this will be interesting. But I will have other sticks as well. So, you know, either way, you just need something that you're going to be getting the little feet of the turtle doves to wrap around, because they will wrap around the stick. So it looks like they're holding on to the stick. So that's why even if I do the birdhouse, I still need to have something, whether it's to have a branch or something sticking to the side and then have the turtle dove on that. That would work. Oh, thank you, Steve. I will check that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. This is fun. He's coming out nice, but I need to focus. I've got my little doodle that I did. It's a very bad doodle, you guys, but this is kind of like my thought on the birdhouse. Just very simple. You know, I might do a chimney on the top or not. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You have a staff you're making from a piece of driftwood you found at Lake Michigan. That's so cool. Like an actual person staff, right? Not a Santa staff. So yeah, I think I might try to figure this one out, you guys. This will just be optional. This is not part of the Santa pattern, and it never has been. I just think it would look really cool, so I kind of want to make one. So yeah, so I will definitely show you guys if I can figure it out and I have it looking nice, then I will have that as part of the little extras you can do with this one. So anyways, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. This has been lots of fun, and I do hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll continue on with Santa. We'll be doing his belt, his mittens. What else are we doing? His belt, his mittens. That might be it for tomorrow, but let me check. Belt, mittens, and then, yeah, I think after that, we're going to start doing his coat. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I will answer your emails, Samantha, I promise. Yes, I'll figure it out. I don't think it's going to be that hard. I just, I don't want to promise something I can't deliver on, but I really think this would be cute. So cross your fingers and toes for me, and I'm going to work on that right now because I want to get this out of my head and make it real. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you guys in the next video or in the next live. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye.